And just a small pivot, just in changing your structure just a little bit, will have a little bit of people liking you to a lot of people liking you, or a lot of people tolerating you or wanting to be around you. Right? Look behind me. What you see? You see snow. If it was raining out here, I wouldn't probably even be out here, because more than likely I'll be soaking wet, drenched. Right? Now I have to go change. My boots probably be soaking wet. It's a little different. Same element, water, in a different form, changes everything. You see what I'm saying? Not a lot of people like it when it rains. Some people like to sit out on the porch and hear it rain, hear the rain fall on things. But to be out in the rain, nah, not a lot of people like to be out in the rain, splish splashing. Maybe kids. But the mere fact that the rain turned into this thing called snow, we could tolerate it more. We want to be outside and make the landscape beautiful. You can make snowballs, have fun with the kids, don't get wet. It's tolerable, right? It's tolerable, just in a small change. Now let this thing change a little more. Let it drop in degrees a little more, and let it hail, and I wouldn't be out here either. So there's a balance to it, right? We don't want this thing to be too wet. We don't want this bit to be too hard. We want it to be just right, so it can snow like this and we can enjoy it. Because once this thing turn into hell and start smacking me across the head, now it ain't enjoyable. So there's a fine line. There's this little window of somewhat of a perfection, right? There's a small window that you become who you are. It ain't too much of like too egotistic and too damn. You could become too much. I don't know how to explain it, but there's a difference between ambition and damn just straight up of trying to fucking kill everything and rule everything, right? You ain't gonna be tolerated. They probably kill your ass, right? So there's a thin line. There's a thin line between being lazy and damn too ambitious, or trying to be a conqueror or take over things or don't want to listen to nobody. You gotta kind of coincide with people. And I think this is a good example with snow, right? The rain is okay. We can kind of get umbrella. We can tolerate it a little bit. The snow is definitely tolerable unless you can't drive in it, or it's too much and you know it's piled up, right? But then you get into a situation where it's hailing outside and it's like, nah, that's not tolerable for nobody, because it's cracking people over the head, it's breaking windows, it's shattering everything, right? There's a middle ground to everything, and that's that little perfection that I'm talking about. There's that middle ground that you become who you are and stick with that. If you try too much, we don't want that, but don't try too little either, right? And you'll be in a perfect spot. And that's all I gotta say. That's the word of the day. So